During the American Civil War, President Abraham Lincoln's Emancipation Proclamation declared that slavery would end in any area still in rebellion against the United States on January 1, 1863. Lincoln hoped that the Confederates would rejoin the United States before the deadline to keep their slaves. The Confederates refused to recognize Lincoln's conciliatory gesture, and slavery, in theory, ended in areas in rebellion on January 1, 1863. Slavery did not end everywhere within the United States on that date. The Emancipation Proclamation did not end slavery in the border states.
Freedom freed slaves for more travail. The end of the Civil War found many cast adrift without skills and no place to go. And the Yankees who freed them weren't always seen as benevolent liberators.
I remember when the Yankees come along and took all the good horses and sold all the meat and flour and sugar and stuff out in the river and let it go down the river. And they know the people wouldn't have nothing to live on, but they done that.
The ex-slaves left one hell for another, perhaps an even more dangerous one. No longer property, they didn't have the protections afforded property.
It also did not end slavery in areas in the Confederacy that Union forces had conquered. These areas included several coastal areas along the Atlantic Ocean, as well as parts of northern Virginia and Louisiana. Nevertheless, the Civil War had become a war to end slavery. The last Southern African Americans to hear about the Emancipation Proclamation did not learn of it until June 1865. Slavery did not end everywhere in the United States until the passage of the 13th Amendment to the United States Constitution in 1865. In commemoration of the Emancipation Proclamation and to mark the date when the last Southern African Americans gained their freedom in areas that were still in rebellion, African Americans and their supporters began to celebrate the Juneteenth holiday. Occurring in June of every year since 1865, this event marks the notification of African American slaves in Texas of the Emancipation Proclamation on June 19, 1865.